107.104.com.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back here at Rick's Place, here on The Voice 17104. We're here with Pastor Chris Thomas.
Sir, welcome back.
And it's always nice to be here with you. Topic of the day is, what is this world coming to?
Oh,
I know you asked yourself that. Listen to the news, radio as you're driving, especially if you're like me. I'm a fan of informative radio. I'm in my truck and not so much talk radio. Talk radio is give me a headache. Listening to trumpets and tripites and wanting to put the insurrectionists back in office is amazing, isn't it? When you hear that, there's a man that spearheaded the overthrow of the United States. And now he wants to be president again. Now that's while he was president on an election lie that he still spouts to this very day. And now he wants to be president again. He wants the American people to give him another bite at the apple to complete the overthrow of the United States. Now, where they do that at? And what is really fascinating about that is you have people wanting him back in there. So are you insurrectionists too? No, we can't have any traitors. And they quick to call Mike Pence a traitor. The man who upheld the Constitution. Now, would I like to see him as president? No, indeed. He was too close to Trump. You just had a case of the conscience there. And you finally did the right thing. But no, you can't be president either. And Little Boots can't be president. He's a Trump mentor, Ron DeSantis. And I explained in last week's show how he got that nickname. Because I liken him unto Caligula in the old Roman days. All of this anti this, and the only thing he's pro is white. Period. Now, if that's what you want to be, that's fine. We live in America. But you can't be president with that attitude. No. You have to be a president for all of the people. Not just the Caucasians. Because that's not the only people who live here. Now, if we live in a homogeneous society, well, then you can be pro that. But you can't be pro that when you have a multi-facet, multi-racial society. That's not going to work. It's never going to work. And those days that you could get away with it, you can't anymore. No, no, that yesteryear thing is exactly what it is. Yesteryear, what's past is history. You should learn from that and move on. But those yearning for the good old days, the good old days for who? It certainly wasn't for us. It wasn't for the Hispanics. It definitely wasn't for the Japanese Americans, the Chinese Americans, the Italian Americans, the Irish Americans. It wasn't the good old days for them. Because if you're into history and you review it, each one of those races of people went through something here in America. Those are the growing pains of this country. Who happens to think it's the finest country on the face of this earth, but it's not without a history that it should learn from, improve upon. Always accept what you have done and learn from it. So it should never happen again. It's like this insurrection that they pulled, this stunt on January 6th, 2021. That should never happen again. Ever. They're sitting in the United States House. Not all of them, but a lot of them doing things to defend the insurrections and the insurrection. Trump, as early as a month or so ago now, I guess, when his town hall was out on CNN, which I was very upset about. But I understood later on that CNN had gone through a program change, leadership, that we should be more what? Conservative? Don't be so liberal. I never seen CNN as a liberal station. I always thought they was pretty moderate. So were they gonna move more to the right or ultra right? Where's this guy? The new leadership head. You a Trumper too? You want Trump ever? Well, I think you do because, dude, who in the world in a moderate news show, a major news show, CNN, worldwide gives Donald J. Trump 2 hours and stack the audience with his supporters? Who does that? And call it fair. I was very disappointed. I love CNN. I was gonna like CNN. I love CNN. Because CNN in the past gave you all points of view. I remember during his 2016 race, they had just as many Trumpers and Trumpettes on there as they had the opposing party as commentators. They had to be fair about this thing. But then this guy comes along and thinks he should be more fair. That's amazing. But that's how the pendulum swings, people. Swings back and forth. You ever notice the courts work that way too? Pendulum will swing to the right, then it'll swing back to the left. And on a good day, they meet in the middle. That's how it works. That's how America works. But it is a country in process. Excuse me. Interesting, I think. I find it just what we do as we move forward to bring about a better day, a better country, starting with our cities and states. We have a good time here in America. And these people, these insurrectionists, better be lucky. They live right here. And they pulled that stunt right here in America. Because any other country in the world, they'd have never got away with that. Not and lived. No. And we have examples. They're in Hong Kong not too long ago. The Chinese government said this is the way it's going to be, all that, giveaway program, and you running around doing what you want, that ain't going to happen. And you stand up here talking about, yes, it is. And then the Chinese government said, well, let me show you something, Ace. And they showed him. Insurrectionists, are you paying attention? You got away with that here. But you want to change the government to what? Keep asking you this question. Insurrectionist, traitor to your country. Change it to what? That? Because that's what you're going to get. See, Americans have never lived under any other form of government. So who are you going to replace it with? Donald Trump? Who wants to be somebody like Xi Jinping? Kim Jong Un. He wants to be those guys. Vladimir Putin. When they send assassins out to kill their political adversaries, you want government like that? Hey, Mike Pence. Hey, Mike Pence. Remember that? Arguably the second most powerful man in the United States as vice president. And you out there talking about hanging you because Donald Trump told you to. Imagine that. Fascinating. These cult followers. Because I see Donald Trump no more Then another David Koresh, another Jim Jones. The same mentality. This I am the all. David Koresh went as far as saying he was God. God. This man doing all manner of evil there in Waco, Texas, under the roof of the compound, having child brides and taking advantage of other men's wives, like taking over the children. Everybody here belongs to me. Same mentality. I know more than the generals. That's what Trump said. And Hillary Clinton told him, no, you don't, Donald. That's that cult mentality. The United States is mine. I am the leader. No, you're not. You was horrible. I heard an interview the other day where they want President Trump back because he knew everything. He did it right. What did he do? Let's be truthful, folks. Donald did nothing for you because it was never about you. But he convinced you that it was about you. Yet you haven't seen a benefit that Donald gave you yet. Not just the non-followers, the followers. What did you get? Was your quality of life made better? No, it wasn't. At the end result of this, all you ran out there and voted for Trump, but still lived in the conditions you were probably worse. No. Remember that old saying, no matter how things change, they remain the same. Ran up in that Capitol trying to keep him in the White House. Well, the only way you could keep him in the White House is make him a dictator. So you had to overthrow the government. And he was quite happy with that, as long as he stayed in charge. No matter how things change, they remain the same. With the twist. So that's like you putting David Koresh in the White House. God rest his soul. Jim Jones. God rest his soul. So they're face to face with the Lord. It did not go well. I'm pretty sure of that. And still, they have to face Judgment Day. Now, people, no, we're not putting little boots in there. Ron DeSantis with Columbia, number 2. No. And a Trump mentor, well, a Trump protege. Trump mentored him. Mike Pence, he's too affable. He can't be president. Mike Pence feels that some entity someplace else is going to take care of it all. You don't have to accept any responsibility, which makes him a little dangerous. You just do it and somebody else is going to straighten it out or something else. No, no. Christy, Nikki Haley. Get to Chris in a minute. She means well. She's not strong enough. They throw her all over the place. She still thinks she's governor of South Carolina. No, no. I listened to her town hall. She's not strong enough. No, not that she doesn't have a grip on things. Oh, she's aware. She's not strong enough to fight it. But out of all the ones out there, I know who is. Republicans, are you listening? You have your next president that will be able to compete with Joe Biden. Of course, I'm a Democrat. I support Joe Biden. But you got ex-governor from New Jersey, who's a former United States prosecutor, Chris Christie. And one thing about it, and the Democrats got to be concerned because the Democrats like him. They like him. He was governor of New Jersey. New Jersey is a Democratic state. And he's a fighter. Nobody gonna bully this guy, let alone Donald Trump. Yes, we know he supported Donald. But all of them did in the beginning because they realized he was a nut. I said, wait a minute, whoa. This guy's a little crazy. Because Trump began to leave his guard down. I got him now. I can show him who I truly am. Mm-hmm. And that's when they said, well, we out of here, man. This guy's a nut. And Christie wasn't the only one. You had Mark Milley and a few other guys. The generals just looked at it. Like, yeah, man, be out of here. Because they had their reputations were at stake. They couldn't be attached to this buffoon. No, once they realized who he truly was, when he let them know. The old saying is, people, when somebody showed you who they truly are, believe them. Believe them. This whole presidential election cycle lasts 2 years. It's the first year and the next year. Okay, they're laying there we are. Well, I just wanted to share that with you, give something to talk about because this whole continuation and perpetuation of madness has to stop. we wish to save this great country. I have no problem with the competition between the two parties, or even the Green Party, the Libertarian Party. That's what America's all about. But this extreme I am, this extreme I'm the only one that can do it, and then you get in there and just cause all kinds of havoc and foolishness, and then don't want to leave after you lose. No, we can't have that. No, Donald, you will never get a chance to sit in that seat again, because most of the people are aware of you now. They know what your motivation is, and it sure ain't for us, the American people. No, it's all about you. We can't have no president in there thinking like that. Well, no, sir. No, indeed, sir. No, indeed. So, folks, think about it. And again, we'll be back next week, and we'll probably talk about Donald again, because we want him to go away. Get out of here, traitor to the Constitution of the United States. Get out of here. And everybody like it. We don't want to leave without talking about this Scotty boy here. He's the 110th legislative leader. And they're in Congress talking that madness the other day. You heard him? The whole world heard him. That's it, and it's a trick. And so he is willing to throw the United States government, him and the rest of them Trumpettes, into default. Something that has never been done in the United States history. He's willing to do it. Didn't have a problem with it. It's a trick. We gonna vote against it. You idiot. And he didn't care what the end result was for the American people. What kind of disparate impact it was going to have on the American people. He didn't care about that. This was all about Trump. Vote in the default. Trump said that, and then he followed right behind him. This buffoon. Another thing that keeps fascinating, you keep reelecting. To do what? And what has he done for you? But you go right in there, color his name in with the little pen. Overqualified candidates like Shemaine Daniels and others, George Scott, especially Eugene D. Pasquale. Come on, people. Wake up. But let's dwell on that. That time is up here. Thanks for joining me here at Rick's Place. I really appreciate it. Come on back next week. We'll discuss again.
The This is Zanetta Winfield, and you're listening to The Voice 17104.com. The Voice 17104.com.